All right, the Weasel gets it done at the Tournament of Champions. There was really nothing you could do to stop him, considering he sprays it all the time, and every time he sprayed it, it somehow ended up in the middle of the fairway, and then he would drain a 30-foot putt, and that's what the Weasel does. So, congrats to everyone out there who likes betting Weasel in the 20s. So, good for you.
Yeah, I saw a lot of 28s. We didn't even get anything remotely close to that, right? Anything we had was 20.
20. I saw 22.
22 is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically prime Jordan Spieth almost. Well, not prime Jordan Spieth, but he's basically the same guy as Spieth, right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, when Spieth's in his prime, he did a lot of things better. But I mean, the accumulation of who Spieth is definitely who.
Yeah, same game. Obviously, 2015 Jordan Spieth was on another level, but I didn't watch 1 second Sunday, and I probably watched 2 seconds on Saturday. I did really enjoy the ESPN Plus PGA Live on Thursday and Friday. I thought that was good. I hope they stick with it. I don't know if this was just first week of them doing it, and they showed a lot of golf shots, not just the featured groups. They were cutting to a lot of guys, and I know it was only a 40-man field, but they cut to a lot of golfers on Thursday.
Yeah, I wrote an article on WRX about that, about the revamped coverage, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be a one-time thing. It seems like that's the plan going forward, which is good. I mean, the PGA Tour is behind on a lot of things in terms of coverage, and I was watching the other day. I barely watched any of this either, but I turned it on for a minute, and they were playing the second round while the third round was going on. And the contractual thing I don't understand, because if you have the rights to play the tournament, obviously, if you're playing the second round, so why can't you just play the third round while it's on instead of playing a replay of the second round?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's been like that forever. I don't know.
Well, this looks like a step in the right direction with the ESPN Plus stuff. And real quick, I went on a little Twitter rant. And I know you disagree with a lot of what I said, but I'll just clear it here about the scoring and how it's getting out of control. I don't know how you can even enjoy, not you personally, you in general, watching an event where a guy wins at 34 under. It's just target golf. I mean, we might as well just go to the, play some mini golf, and whoever makes the most hole-in-ones wins.
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, they set the record. They all set the record, right? All three of them?
Yeah, someone texted me, was like, JT set a course record. I said, who gives a fuck? 5 guys set a course record. And,
Rahm tied it 2 hours later.
And then Matt Jones shot it on Sunday.
Did Jones beat him?
He shot 61 as well.
No. Okay, whatever.
So, cool. Nice course record. You should be really proud of that. Hang it on your fucking wall.
Yeah. Just back to Weasel, though. I mean, this is kind of impressive that he took Rahm down.
Yeah, it isn't, I guess, impressive. I just don't know how much they cared, and this is why I hated the event. And this isn't revisionist history. Last night I said I'm looking forward to the 2022 season beginning with Sony. It's not because I lost or I don't like Weasel or any of that stuff. It's because I said this before the week. This event sucks. No one knows the motivations. I don't know. You looked at Matt Jones, who kind of had a chance to win there on 17. He's yucking it up in the fairway with his playing partner. It just doesn't seem like anybody gives a shit. I don't think Rahm gives a shit.
Because they don't. It's Maui.
Yeah,
Rahm doesn't know why.
So no, it isn't impressive that he beat Rahm.
Okay, it's fair. I mean, this is nothing you can do at Kapalua when there's no wind. The fairways are too big, and they're not gonna make them narrower just for this one event because it's a tourist attraction, and they're gonna keep it as wide open as possible.
Yeah, one thing, the hilliness is pretty crazy. Kind of weird. You had Begay walking around with a fucking level everywhere he went, but good old Uncle Hank went to this event, and he said it was like wasn't even enjoyable because it was so hilly. Like you couldn't even like watch the golf because there's so many hills you had to climb.
Yeah, we took a little shot at Phil going into the tournament, and then after day one, he was like, "Man, I'm really tired right now." He's like, "This course is really tough to walk." I'm like, "All right, well, he's done."
Yeah, it's no joke.
He was all right. Well,
yeah, I mean, if you don't go 35 under, you can't win. So it's hard to tell who actually played well and who didn't.
Yep.
The event sucked. That's pretty much my take on it. It was horrible. It was very unenjoyable. If you had Cam Smith, it might have been somewhat enjoyable, but I
can't. How can you even enjoy it? I fucking just hate his look. Like he just looks like such a scrub. Like, dude, cut the shit with the mullet now. It's over with. It's been an 18-month thing. Like, just get rid of it. You look like such a scrub.
No, he's disgusting. He's disgusting. He probably smells like shit.
Yeah. What a nickname we gave that guy too. Perfect fucking nickname.
It's catching on, I think, in some circles. So, I mean, that should be his name on the screen. It should be Weasel. That's what he is. He's a little weasel. Eats out of the trash.
Yeah. So on to Sony. Here's the start of the year, baby.
Yep, first event of the season. Here we go. Little preview here. We're still in Hawaii. We're now in Honolulu. Course is, there's some similarities, but there are also some big differences. Obviously, it's shorter, and it's very short. I mean, you're still going to just about 7,000 yards. It's a par 70. Been in a tour event since 1965. The fairways are much narrower, but when you miss them, it's not incredibly penal. But it seems like a lot of guys who find the fairways wins. And I saw some quotes about the course, and a lot of guys, Justin Thomas included, talking about how important it is to find the fairway. So I think a lot of people are going to try to sway you off driving accuracy and fairways gain and stuff here, but I don't think you can do that. Look back at the guys who have won. All the guys find the fairway pretty much. So past winners, you had Kevin Na, Cam Smith, who doesn't really find the fairway, but that was a weird year. The winner was 11 under. The only time it's been under 20, with one exception. Cooch, Kazire, JT, Fabian Gomez, Jimmy Walker won it a couple times. And, you might think Justin Thomas can get a little wild off the tee, but when he clubs down, there's a lot of club down holes here. You got a lot of dog legs, and I think a lot of guys just finding the fairway with iron. So I do think accuracy is somewhat important, although they can get away with some bad ones.
Par 4 scoring is, I look through my notes, it's big here. And I'm looking at strokes gained par 4 last 50 rounds. The leaders, are in this field is Seamus Power, Webb, Cam Smith, Answer. You got Na, Henley, Connors, Kuchar, all Charles Howell III, all have great success here, and those guys are all lead the field in par 4 scoring. So par 4 scoring is a big one.
It makes sense.
Obviously, 70. Justin Thomas usually leads par 4 scoring every year on the tour, or before Morrick Howard came on the scene. And he's won this event. So
yeah, the par 4 guys play the par 70s well. You only get 2 par 5s, and kind of brings it back. So yeah, I think it's definitely a good point there.
My guy Grace is up there too.
Spoiler alert. So yeah, let's talk about, I guess, the beginning of the odds. We had Bryson withdraw, which obviously, which really sucks because a lot of our odds don't come out, when the DraftKings of the world comes out, and Bryson withdraws, and that kind of, not that we were interested in Bryson, although the number was ideally could have gotten pretty juicy, but he withdrew, and I think
I was interested in him.
Were you?
Yeah, 14. I feel like he plays good in these shorter tracks. Look at Sawgrass.
Yeah, he plays. Is it a par 72 though?
Sawgrass 71, I believe.
Yeah, he's not bad in the shorter ones. I don't love this course for him. I think it's the fairways are pretty tight, and I just think his driver's a little messed up right now. He lost like 3 strokes off the tee.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know if I would have got there. I just was like 14-1 was.
No, definitely interesting. But so be it. So now we got the favorite as Cam Smith, the Weasel. And I guess we'll start there. Obviously, you can't bet it, but would it surprise you to see him go back to back here?
Would not surprise me one bit.
No, I agree. I kind of I don't know. I can definitely see it happening. I was thinking about that today. Like, I think he might. Doesn't matter if he does or he doesn't. You're not going to bet him at 10, or 11. But I have a feeling he definitely could.
I agree with you, big time.
He's every
man. That would suck. That would suck.
Oh, this Weasel season. Yeah, his course history is good. He's awesome in Hawaii. If you look at last year, like Neiman was involved in both events. You can get involved in both these events when you play them back to back.
JT won both back to back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's Bet365. He's 11. I saw him as low as like 8.
Jesus.
On some sites today.
Probably some.
Anyways, surprising here on Bet365, Webb is up to 16.
Interesting. I thought I saw 18 when it first came out.
That one, once Bryson withdrew, he went down to 12.
Yeah.
I mean, his last 3 times he played here, third, fourth, third. He's gonna be involved. I think like this is one of his courses. I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I feel like he's gonna be involved.
I'm not 100% sure on that, just because I don't know. Like the last year and a half, has he been the Webb we thought he was going to be? Did he get involved at RSM?
No, but then he gets involved at those courses. Like remember Wyndham?
Yeah.
RSM, he finished 8th, gained 9.8 on approach. Wyndham 7th, that's his course. Like he has Heritage 9th.
Yeah, he gets involved. He's going to be really
Tony
popular.
last year 4th.
I don't know. He didn't play last week. I mean, usually the last few years has been in that event. I don't trust him right now. And if he wasn't popular, I probably might think about it, but I think he seems like he's going to be very popular. Yeah, last 3 times here, 4th in 2018, 3rd in 2020, 4th in 2021, and then 13th in a row prior to that. Just, yeah, he gets involved here.
I'm surprised he is 16. I thought he was just going to be 12 and I could forget about him. 16, you kind of have to think about it, I think. I don't think I'm getting a 16, so I'm going to pass on him. And then we get a couple Asians here. Sanjay 16 and Decky down to 18.
Yeah, Sanjay.
And then one other guy.
Go for it.
Leishman 20.
Okay. Sanjay's makes some sense. Par 70 Bermuda. I don't know if I want to bet him in the teens or even at 20. It's not really my style. Like I'm not a huge Sanjay guy. I think he definitely could win this, but yeah, probably not for me. Didn't really show us all that much. 56 last year, 21st, 16th, nothing crazy. And then Decky, bad course history, and I don't know. He only wins premier events. I'm gonna stop trying to chase him at these shitty events.
Yeah, I agree.
What about Sanjay?
I feel like he only wins the big ones, or he doesn't even win really. But
you give me a 40 at Riviera or something. I'm not gonna fuck with him in these events.
Yeah.
Sanjay for you?
No, I can't bet him in the teens. Could definitely see him winning. Course fit. I mean, great course fit. I think I was on him last year, but he sucked, and I don't think he has great history here, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I read it off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pass.
Good, me too. That brings us to old Marky Mark, Titty Leishman.
Your guy.
Tits McGee.
What are you doing?
We talked about this last week, how we hoped he didn't play very well, so he'd be under the radar and get a good price on him this week. Didn't happen, obviously. Played pretty well, but obviously nobody's sleeping on him this week. But he's just one of those times where I don't care how popular he is. There are times when I avoid that popular chalk, and I hate going with it, but I don't know. This particular event, I have to. I got a 22-1, and I bet it. Do I love that? No, absolutely not. But so be it.
Would you have bet him if he was 18?
Probably not.
That's tough, man. Like,
I thought he was going to be 30.
I love Mark, but like, his number got fucking steamed.
Oh, big time. And
we've been talking about betting him at Sony for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, not only did it get steamed, but I think it opened lower than we even imagined too. I was hoping like a 30-35, but that was never even possible.
He's 16 at most books.
We bet him last year here, and he finished in 4th, and he looked great. And I think even then we said we're going to bet him next year here. We're just going to keep betting him until he wins because he's going to win at Waialae. And his course history is great. 9th, 5th, 8-9 years ago, and then 3rd and 4th, 2 out of the last 3 years. 28th the year he wasn't 4th. So course history is great. He's playing great. He has a lot of golf under his belt in the swing season. He played in the swing season 4 times, had 3 top 20s. He's just starting to play really well. Last year, he gained 6.1 on approach there, which was 3rd in the field, only behind Morikawa and Hideki. So he definitely likes the course. I don't know if you heard the interview after the second round. I was watching a little bit of it, and he was talking about how he thinks Aussies do so well at these courses because the Hawaii golf courses just feel so similar to the ones in Australia, and they're very, very comfortable there. A lot of similarities, and he says just feels incredibly comfortable. And he said he thought Cam was going to go on to probably win because of that after the second round lead. So makes a lot of sense. He was pretty good last week on approach. He gained a couple strokes.
Yeah, there's nothing. The only thing holding me back is getting a shit number. The 22, I think I'm gonna have to bet it.
We have
bet.
a 22
Team bet.
Yeah, we have the 22. We just gotta bet it. I don't. Is what it is. And if you're starting the card there, and we're not. I don't think. I mean, speak for myself, but I'm not going crazy with anybody under 30, so we can fit it just fine.
Yep. Yeah. Nothing else to say really. Bet Mark, I guess.
Yeah, bet Mark.
Next range, I've seen this guy as low as like 18. Corey Connors, 28. I don't think we're getting anywhere near 28.
I don't want it anyway.
He's pretty good here, putting wise too.
Yeah, I know he putts better here than anywhere else. I don't know.
Kevin Na, defending champ, 30. Kisner, 35. Harry English, 35. Russell Henley, 35. Could be rodent season. Abe Ancer, 35. And Taylor Gooch, who's another rodent at 35.
A lot of rodents. English kind of stood out in terms of course history, but as we said on our preview show, he's dead. Don't fall for it. He's dead.
Yeah.
So regardless of what it was, you can't bet him. He sucks. He was all right last week, but again, I don't think it matters whatsoever. Henley won here a long time ago. Ben was pretty bad for a while, then finished 11th last year. So I don't know. He makes some sense. Who do you like?
I feel like this is Henley's thing.
Well, he did win it.
There's too much scar tissue there. Still, I think.
Yeah, it was his first tour win, but since then, been all right. 2013. I don't know.
Feels like such a good course fit.
How much are you putting into the 7 out of the 8 of the last winners have played at Tournament of Champions?
Kind of a lot.
Me too.
Like, I really feel like just because it was a long layoff,
That's why I don't really want to bet Henley.
Yeah, I'm with you. Another stat here. The average odds, last 8 winners. You got 60 to 1, 40 to 1, 40 to 1, 60 to 1, 15 to 1, 80 to 1, 15 to 1, 30 to 1. So you're looking at the 30 to 50 range pretty much. That's where the winners come from. So I'm looking at a lot of guys in this range, and don't be afraid to bet a guy that had a bad week at TOC. Yep. Look at these stats here. Nah, last year he came in 38th at the TOC, and he lost 6.8 tee to green. 2020 Cam Smith didn't play the TOC. 2019 Cooch, when we were on him, he finished 19th at the TOC, lost 1.4 tee to green. Kazire, 2018, 15th at the TOC, lost 0.5 tee to green. 2017 JT, he won the TOC. I mean, it's just Justin Thomas. And 2016, 2015, both guys played really well at the TOC. But then 2014, Jimmy Walker, 21st at the TOC, lost 6 tee to green at the TOC, and then won the next week.
Wow. So
yeah. Looking at some guys here in this range, that 30 to 50 range that we're talking about, you got Ancer, lost 6.4 tee to green last week. Billy Ho lost 5.3 tee to green, including 8 on approach. Kisner lost 0.5 tee to green. Kokrak lost 7 tee to green. English lost 4 tee to green, and Siwoo lost 2.5. So don't be afraid to bet those guys.
Yeah. It brings us to a very important question. I don't think we've ever bet the Rat. I've never bet him. Have you?
I have. Yeah. I think once.
but it's been
Can't
a while.
remember where, but I remember I bet him once. You like him?
Like you said, the number is very good, and he fits all the trends, and he fits all the comp courses.
Yeah, Heritage.
Mayakoba.
Yeah. What do you win? Won a Bermuda course.
He won. He was in the playoff with
St.
Burns.
Jude.
Yeah,
Which is a short Bermuda track, right? I don't
it
know if
is.
it's not a comp course, but
I mean, I don't know. It's tough for me to want to bet him, especially when after even
I feel like there's
33.
a lot of value there, man.
Oh, there definitely is. He was 7th at Mayakoba. Yeah.
Isn't he
7th.
just as good as Weasel?
Missed the cut last year here.
Isn't he just as good as Sanjay?
Yeah, he probably is. I like the other two guys better, but I'm sure you can make the argument.
Yeah, I'd take Weasel over him, but he's just as good as Connors, if not better.
Yeah, I agree with that. Missed the cut here last year. What do you think about that? I don't know.
Yeah, he's played here 4 times, never finished better than 29th. But he's never played the TOC, right? Or did he last year?
He might have last year. I don't know. I'm a maybe, I guess. I could definitely be convinced if you think you're feeling it. He did play TOC last year, finished 17th.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a couple guys I like better around this range that I'm going to bet, and then I guess we can decide kind of which direction we go with the card after that.
Yeah, I'm with you on a couple of the guys I like better. I mean, Kisner. This is a Kisner spot, I think. Played well last week on a track that really doesn't do anything to help his game.
Nothing.
And he's got great history here, 3 top 5s since 2016. I don't know. I just went into last Friday thinking I want to bet Mark Kisner and Billy Horschel.
Yeah, I agree with you on Kisner. I thought he was probably going to get steamed up. It doesn't seem like he really has all that much, which is good. So definitely bet him, and he's right in that sweet spot we talked about, 30 to 50 range. Is we hit Kuchar here 3 years ago at 50 to 1. Remember that one?
Yep.
That was great. I think similar type of guy. And you look at Kisner, he plays his course as well, just like Cooch plays his course as well. This is obviously one of his courses. He played better than we all expected last week, and he played last week, which is a big thing that we're looking for. So I'm in on Kisner.
All right, there we go. Kisner, put him on the card. And we haven't gotten to these odds yet, so we'll wait on Horschel. But anything on Gooch or Harry English or nah?
Gooch or Harry English sucks. Gooch is going to revert to being a loser this year, and is 30 years old. Everyone thinks he's like 20. And no thanks. Although
he won last year.
Yeah, which obviously hasn't prohibited guys from winning here in the past. I'm not going to bet him at 30 to 1 though.
Okay.
You?
No, I'm not. I could see him winning though.
Yeah.
All right. So
go to the next guy.
Next guy, we got Matt Jones, 45. Seamus Power, 50. Wow, Billy's up to 50 here.
You
All right, give me Horschel.
Yeah, Horschel. I mean, he wasn't as popular as I thought he was going to be. I think obviously a lot of people look at the stats, and some people might be slaves to the stats in terms of looking at last week and saying he lost 8.2 in approach. Obviously, is never a good recipe for success. But as you talked about, playing well last week really has nothing to do with this week, as long as you just play. And also, look at his path to victory. I mean, wide course like last week, I just don't think suits him as well as the Sony does. His course history isn't the best, but
7th last year.
7th last year, exactly. So you would have thought in his career he'd probably do a little better than he did here, but he showed last year. He has some of the comp courses as well. And you know how Billy's going to win. He's not going to win by gaining 10 strokes on approach or 8 strokes on approach. He's going to be okay, gain a couple, gain like 8 strokes putting, find every fairway, and that's how Billy Horschel is going to win. You know, you gotta sometimes think about the guy you're betting in terms of what's his path to victory. And Billy has a path to victory, and he doesn't have to gain $1 million on approach. Look at 2 years ago when Weasel won. He gained 8.2 strokes putting, and he lost slightly to the field on approach. So Bermuda, par 70, played last week, fits everything I want him to do. Got a great number. I saw 45, and I bet it. And I like Billy Horschel a lot. I really think he can win this event.
Yeah, I do too. He doesn't play this course that often.
No.
Played it 3 times since 2013. I mean, because he doesn't win every year. I just think playing last week is just big.
It has to be big. And you look at the one outlier is also the year that it was a complete outlier in terms of how the course played. So that can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, and if he shot minus 25, he's probably 25 to 1, right? 20 to 1.
Definitely.
Maybe just below mark or above mark.
Yeah, 22, 25, definitely.
Yeah. I think we're getting some value here.
Definitely. I was shocked by this number. I thought it was going to be 30, 35, and I was going to bet it. And I got a 45, so I'm psyched.
Yeah.
Have you seen any Kisner numbers for us to bet? I know.
Seen a 33.
Okay. I would bet that. I'd like to get a 35, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So who else do we got? So let's say we have Leishman, Billy, and Kiz on the card. I love that card. I might just bet them all to win fucking 15K.
Hammering the Sony, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it'd still probably be less than a full card somewhere else, right?
Yeah. Who else do we have here? Okay, let's get back to the odds board. Those other guys, Matt Jones. I know you're talking him up a little bit. Seamus Power.
I like Jones because how great he was last week. He did play last week. He's a good short, Bermuda player. You talked me off him. I don't think 40 is a good number on Matt Jones. I could just see it happening. And like you said, if you have to live with that, you can live with it. But I was never really considering betting it. I saw a little bit of a 50, which got me a little bit. If I had like a 60, I would, but probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I can't do Matt Jones at 40. He's 100 plus guy to me.
3 Sticks has the history, huh?
Yeah, 3 Sticks loves this place.
Is he capable of winning? No.
I'm not betting 3 Sticks.
No, he's not capable of winning. That's the problem.
No. Well, Seabez.
Yeah, I was just on a show with Tom Jacobs, and he mentioned Seabez. Those Euros love Seamus Power and Seabez. Those were his two guys. He did say he didn't think he could win, but as a DraftKings play, he liked him a lot because it's going to fit him very nicely. He's definitely not a birdie fest guy. That's the only issue.
Yeah, that's very true. Grinder.
Yeah, he's a grinder.
I said, he grinds dudes too.
He does. 40-year-old Justin Rose. That's who he is.
All right. Next, what about Kokrak?
No.
55 here.
Nah.
Colonial comp?
He's not gonna have a good year.
He just won like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the end. How many times do you think Kokrak's gonna win?
I don't know.
Just gonna keep winning no, not for me.
Okay. All right. Cam Davis, Siwoo, McNeely, all 60.
No. Any interest in Power?
No. Are these greens small?
Yeah, they're small.
Doesn't that fit McNeely?
Yeah. I know Jason Sobel has a nice bet on him already because of that exact reason.
Nice.
No, I'm good on McNeely. Fuck that guy.
Okay. Joel Damon, 75. Brendan Steele gagged this thing 2 years in a row, 80. This number is just wild to me. EVR, 90 now. And Chris Kirk, 90.
Where did EVR play well? 3M?
I feel like he's always just on the leaderboard in early rounds.
Yeah, I don't.
Fades.
Not too sure if he could win.
Played last week.
Yeah, that's a big thing. That's one of the reasons why I would actually consider it, but I don't know. Is this his thing? I don't think of him in that way. He's not good in Bermuda. He plays well he played well at the BMW at the Northern Trust randomly. He's a tough guy to predict.
Yeah. Any weather this week? Any wind?
No. Not that
No forecasted wind, huh?
I'm not a forecast guy, you know that.
Yeah. Todd father?
Good fit. He's like the guy. He's like the Gooch or a guy like that who's he didn't do it with approach like Gooch did, but he's one of those guys who wasn't that great all in his career. He's going to win a couple times and he's going to disappear. Obviously a great fit, but I don't know.
You really hate Gooch, huh?
Yes, I do.
I think Todd and Gooch are a little different.
They're different in how they do it, but I just think they're both going to pop for a little while, then regress.
Yeah, but Todd's like 40.
Yeah, Gooch is 30, but yeah, I know.
Okay. What about Steele?
I don't like him. I bet Steele here and there, but he blew it twice. I remember the last time. I didn't remember the first time.
He blew it to Weasel.
Okay. He seems a bit incapable as well of actually winning.
Then I think he was leading last year and stormed.
Yeah, he finished 4th. Yeah, he's a guy you'd think about. I mean, he hits he just drills fairways, hits everything to 6 feet, and can't putt. But
yeah,
look at the guys who have won here. Most of them have pretty good short games. I mean, pretty much all of them, and including putting. I just don't think. And you saw Henley in 2013, but wasn't Henley more of that type of guy back then?
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't think he can putt it good enough.
Okay. I'm not going to read more names, but give me some guys you like deep.
I was thinking about Zach Johnson, 110. I know he said I'm never going to bet him again, but he finished 13th at the RSM a couple weeks ago. Is that a no? Yeah. So it looks like we lost Blake for a couple minutes here. I thought he was giving me a dirty look because I was talking about Zach Johnson, but he's really just frozen on the screen. You back? You back?
I'm back.
I thought I kept it going. Don't worry. But I said Zach Johnson, and you looked like you gave me a dirty look, and I was like, Jesus, you really doesn't fucking like this pick. And I was just staring at you. I thought you were just grilling me down over the Zach Johnson suggestion.
Yeah, I don't like Zach Johnson.
I could tell by the face that was frozen in time for eternity.
Why do you like Zach?
I don't know. He's like the prototypical guy who could play well here. He has some good course history. 3 top 10s in the last 6-7 years. He kind of had a little resurgence. The RSM gained 3.1 in the approach, finished in 16th place in his last start. Can he win? No.
All right, this is a betting show to win, and you want to bet Zach Johnson, who hasn't won in probably 5 years.
No, I don't want to bet Zach Johnson. He just was a little bit interesting. 110 to 1. All right, give me your boy. Give me your boy that I know you like.
Old man Stu Sink. Here's an old guy that does win.
He does.
And he plays the comps. Come on, played last week. He's good. Stu Sink is good.
So
strange. You got to come around on him. He's good.
I have nothing against Stu Sink. I liked him when he was playing with Tiger 20 years ago. But it's just
he's back though. He fucking pounds the ball.
He does.
I don't know if that's good here or not, but he won Heritage.
He played last week. Obviously, a good thing. The number's great. I mean,
why is he 100?
He should be 60.
Right?
Yeah, I agree with you. 100 is great. Have we seen an actual 100?
Yeah.
Wow.
Think.
Okay. 21st last week. Wasn't terrible.
He lost 4 putting. Good everywhere else.
Is Stu Cink going to win for a third time in a year? No, but I'll
But
bet it.
when he does win, it's the shorter courses. Safeway, Heritage.
Yeah, Safeway's. I think Poa, right? What's his surface?
Bermuda. He's actually really bad on POA.
Wow. If it gets a little windy, it could definitely help him.
Yeah.
It was bad for a while prior to last week, though. I don't know if last week
I
even
thought
really
he
helped.
looked good at the father-son.
Yeah. God, he finished 12th at the Masters.
He's good, man.
I'll bet Cink at 100 to 1. I mean, don't go to twist my arm on that one.
And then I like Brandon Grace. I feel like he just wins on islands.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. What's the one he won last year?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. And then prior to that, I think what he won? RSM? Yeah.
No,
RSM.
Heritage. Did he win RSM too?
No. Heritage. You're right. That played tough that year, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely a win guy. Second at the Wyndham. I mean, last year. Yeah,
Every
won
time
Puerto Rico.
Anytime I've ever bet Brandon Grace, he's been absolutely fucking awful. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
I can't I don't know. 130. What are you gonna do?
One thing about him that I will say is, you kind of think about him as a player and you think he's a grinder, wins at tough tracks. Won at Puerto Rico at 19 under. Heritage was a tougher one, but look at his European Tour wins. His most recent one was the South African Open, 21 under. He has a win at 19 under, 20 under, 22 under, 21 under. So he can definitely go low and win more of a birdie fest, even though you wouldn't think that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah, played well at Kiowa too, remember? That's kind of an island.
He likes the islands.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe he's getting laid or something.
I don't know. I thought 130 for a guy who played last week. He's a proven winner. I wouldn't say tour winner, but he's a proven overall winner. He's won multiple events on both tours. I feel like you got some pedigree there with him.
He could win. I'll bet both those guys. I agree with you.
Other than that, I think I'm really just concentrating on the 30 to 50 range. And
Me
Mark.
too. I bet Sahith Theegala at 200 to 1.
I forgot about him.
Probably isn't going to win, but I like him. I wrote a preview about he's a guy who could break out this year. I think now that he has his full tour card, there's a lot less pressure on him. He can kind of exhale and play his game. Not great off the tee, sprays it a bit, but I think if he has the opportunity to club down this week, and it can kind of take a lot of pressure off of him. So if I say he's going to break out and he's playing at a shitty field event and he's 200 to 1, I got to bet him, right?
There you go. Old man Furyk's playing.
I'd love to be a part of it. I would. But
I bet he makes the cut. Get him in DK lineups.
What's his? Do you see his price or no? We're not going to do that here.
No, I'm not betting him. He's 200. Oh, and I don't know what his DK price is. Nor do I care.
Perfect. Yeah, he's the type of guy.
Ryan Harmon's 90 to 1. Remember when everybody bet him at 14?
No.
What?
Oh God. Someone just bet Leishman.
Did you already pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Wow. Should I not pull the trigger then?
I don't know, man. Fuck my ass.
Thought you said he bet the other guy.
Yeah, him too.
Who was the other guy?
Gooch. No, McNeely. They're the same guy. They're the same guy to me.
I thought he only picks one a week.
He has like a top 20 or something.
Well, that sucks. What are you gonna do?
Because
you'll probably have to kill yourself if Mark wins and you're not on him.
I already bet him.
So
I might just kill myself in prior to even the event happening.
I think I got a bet answer. If I get a 35.
35 would be great on him.
I got a 28 right now. Kind of like you too.
I'd bet the answer 35. I mean, I have one bullet dead, so. We need another one in that range. Yeah, I agree. That's the range. We got a couple of long shots that we like, and so be it. That's fine. Whatever happens.
All right, so Mark, Horschel, Kisner, maybe Abe. Sinking Grace for me, definitely.
Yeah,
6-pack.
that's a good 6-pack, and it's definitely a cheaper 6-pack. Yeah, I think I like it. Those first three, Billy, I guess Mark, and
You seem really
Kisner.
devastated right now.
No, I'm not doing well. I'm trying to fight through it right now, but it's not easy. I think I'm done.
All right. Nice. Let's get a winner.
Let's get a winner. We got it this week. Go Billy.